Let me just remove all of these. Hello friends, this is Syed Mohammad Ahmed. Um, in today's class, we will going to practice some of the questions on exponents, like exponents practice problem by Syed Mohammad Ahmed. So let's just start our today's practice problems. Okay, so these are the questions. Question number one, which is given as this equation and then solve for x. Okay, basically what we have to do, we have to find the value for x. So we can just write the equation as this: 3 to the power 10, 9 divided by 3 to the power 6. Okay, so this is the equation. Um, what I have to do, what the question is asking is to find the value for x. So the thing is, we have to isolate x on one side and basically find the value. Okay, so in order to isolate x, what I need to do is, like, I need to remove this thing, right? So in order to remove 3 to the power 10, what can I do is simply I can multiply 3 to the power 10 on both sides. Okay, so you will see that this 3 to the power 10 will be cancelled like this. 3 to the power 10 equals to 3 to the power 10 multiplied by 9 divided by 3 to the power 6. Multiply 3 to the power 10 on both sides, so I have just multiplied them. Now this can be cancelled by this because they are both in the division, they are being multiplied. Okay, 3 to the power 10 multiplied by 1 over 3 to the power 10. So basically 3 to the power divided by 3 to the power 10, they will be cancelled. So you will be just left with x multiplied by 1. X multiplied by 1 is simple x. Okay, now you can simply write 3 to the power 10 multiplied by 9 divided by 3 to the power 6. Okay. Now there is a rule, there is a law, one of the laws of exponents, which says, let's say you have any number a and it has some power m divided by the same number a to the, let's say, power n. Okay, so you can write this thing like this: a to the power m minus 1. Okay, this is the quotient rule for the exponents. Now we will apply this law on this point. Okay, so I'm writing here x equals to 3 to the power 10 multiplied by 9 divided by 3 to the power 6. So basically, if you see this thing, I'm just writing them separately: 3 to the power 10 divided by 3 to the power 6 multiplied by 9. So you can just write 3 to the power 10 minus 6 multiplied by 9. So 10 minus 6 is 3 to the power 4 multiplied by 9. Okay. So basically what I have done, I have just like subtracted the powers, okay, the exponents, because this is the quotient rule. Now this is what we have got. Okay, so we can further simplify this thing like this: 3 to the power 4 multiplied by 9. Okay, can I write line like this: 3 to the power 2, because 3 to the power 2 meaning that 3 multiplied by 3. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. Okay, so we can write 9 as 3 to the power square. Now there is a property of exponents which says a to the power m multiplied by a to the power n. Okay, a is any number. A is any number. Okay, the rule is these bases, a is the base. Okay, the bases should be same. Okay, so a to the power m multiplied by a to the power n, like powers can be anything, you just need to add the powers: a to the power m plus n. Okay, if you see here, the bases are same, 3 and 3. Now you can just write 3 to the power 4 plus 2, it will become 3 to the power 6. Okay, so the x will be 3 to the power 6, right? 3 to the power 6. So 3 to the power 6 is your answer. X equals to 3 to the power 6. That is your final answer. Now we will do the second question. Evaluate 5 over 7 multiply by 5 over 7 to the power negative 6. Okay, let me just write them. Write that thing. Okay. So first of all, the question is 5 divided by 7. 5 divided by 7 to the power 6 equals to 5 divided by 7 to the power negative 6. Okay. Now in this case we have just to evaluate this thing. Okay, it means we just need to simplify it. Okay, so when I was going to simplify this thing, so let's say 5 over 6 to the power, sorry, this is the multiplication in between them. Okay, so this is the same thing, right? If you just recall the product rule, this is the product rule. I'm just writing the product rule again. A to the power n multiply by a to the power n equals to a to the power m plus n. If you see, a is the base and a is same. Okay, a is any number. It can be 0.2, it can be 2, 4, 6, any number. Negative 2. Just these two a's should be same. A to the power m multiplied by a to the power n. Okay, powers can be any number. Powers can be negative, positive, anything. Okay. So when a to the power m multiplied by a to the power n, so we just write 1a and the powers will be added, m plus n. Okay, this thing. So in this case, if you see 5 over 7 to the power 6 multiplied by 5 over 7 to the power negative 6. So this 5 over 7 is, if you just compare it with the law, this law, product rule, so 5 over 7 is basically a. Okay, just substitute a. Okay, let's just apply this rule, a to the power n multiplied by a to the power n. Okay, so a is 5 over 7, so we can write 5 over 7 to the power 6, and there is a positive sign. The second power is like minus 6. Okay, so I can write minus 6 in the brackets. Okay, so 5 over 6 to the power 6 plus bracket negative 6. Okay, this is because this is basically m. If you just compare it with the rule, this 6 is the m power. Okay, this minus 6 is n. Okay, so I'm just adding the power m plus n here. Okay, so when you add them together, so you will get 5 over 6 to the power 6 minus 6. 6 minus 6 is 0, right? 5 over 6 to the power 0. So anything to the power 0, anything to the power 0 is what? So this is also a law, right? A to the power 0 is 1. Okay, anything to the power 0 equals to 1. Any number to the power 0 is equal to 1. It means 5 to the power 6 to the power 5 to divided by 6 to the power 0 is 1. So the answer for this 5 over 7 to the power 6 multiplied by 5 over 7 to the power minus 6 equals to 1. So this is your answer. Now let's move to the third question, which is question number 3 is 6 q square s cube to the whole square divided by 2 q s to the whole square. Okay, there is a whole bracket. Okay, so first we need to just multiply the powers. Okay, this is the rule. Whenever you have a power and then there is also a power to the that power. Okay, so we will just multiply the powers. So q square s cube has the whole power square. Okay, so in this case, first you need to like split the powers like this: q square to the whole square, s cube to the whole square. We can, when there are two numbers being multiplied with each other, variables or number, so we can basically split them. Okay, individual powers into individual powers. So q square to the power square, s cube to the whole square. So similarly in the denominator we have qs square. Okay, so we can qs to the whole square. So we can write q square and s square. Okay, so this 6 divided by 2. So 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. Okay, so 6 divided by 2 is 3. So I can write 3. Similarly, when there are two powers, so we can multiply the powers. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, so q to the power 4. And similarly, 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. So it will be q square s square. Okay. This is also a property. Okay, power to a power rule. This is a power to a power rule. Okay, which says, let me just change the color, which says a to the power m to the power n is basically a to the power m multiplied by n. Okay, so I have just done this thing here. Okay, so now you can just simplify it like this. So what rule we will going to apply here? Just pause the video and write in the comment what rule we will use, the product rule or quotient rule or any other rule. You can say, you can just write in the comments box. Okay, okay, so so what we will do, we will just use the quotient rule, q to the power 4 minus 2. Similarly, s to the power 6 minus 2, because these bases are same, right? Q, Q, S and S. Okay, so we can just subtract the exponents. So let me just remove it. So it will become simply 3 to the power q. 4 minus 2 is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. So this is the final answer. Okay, so similarly we have question number 4. It seems a quite difficult or complex question, but it is not. Okay, the thing is, in question number 4, we also have to simplify it, we have to evaluate it. Okay, so the thing is, we need to see what should be our focus. Okay, in question number 4, if you see, there is 10 multiplied by 5 to the power n plus 4 plus 125 multiplied by 5 to the power n plus 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 5 to the power n plus 3 plus 20 multiplied by 5 to the power plus 1. So this is the question number 4. Okay, now the thing that we have to do in this question is simply, the first thing we can do here, because this 5 to the power n. Okay, so in order to simplify this question, we need to get rid of this 5 to the power n. Okay, because we need to find an answer in which there is a number. Okay, the answer should be in a whole number. Okay, if it is not being removed, it is not able to remove, so we can just take it. Okay, otherwise first we will try to remove 5 to the power n. Okay, this n. So in order to remove this, let's just do like split the powers. I can split 5 to the power n plus 1 like this. 5 to the power n multiplied by 5 to the power 4. I have just applied the reverse of the product rule here. Okay, the product rule, when two exponents are being multiplied with each other, we add the exponents. Okay, now I have just apply the product rule in a reverse way. Okay, so 5 to the power n multiplied by 5 to the power n 4. Basically, this is the same as 5 to the power n plus 4. Okay. Okay, so this is, we can write the parenthesis plus. Similarly, 125 multiplied by 5 to the power n multiplied by 5 to the power 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 5 to the power n multiplied by 5 to the power 3 plus parenthesis open parenthesis 20 multiplied by 5 to the power n multiplied by 5 to the power 1 which is basically 5. Okay, 5 to the power 1 is 5. Okay. So now if you see in this term and in this term, just see like this 5 to the power n. Okay, this is common in both the terms, right? 5 to the power n. And there are some other things which are common, but we are just looking to this 5 to the power n. Okay. So 5 to the power n is common in both the terms, right? So I can write 5 to the power n outside, okay? And I can make a square bracket and parenthesis 10 multiplied by 5 to the power 4. These 10 multiplied by 5 to the power 4 is basically left in this first term. Okay, so I can just change the color. Let's say we are using this now. Okay, so this is a positive sign here. Okay, so similarly, parenthesis 125 multiplied by 5 to the power square, right? And there is a whole square bracket. And this whole is being divided by this thing, okay? This thing here. So what we will do in this case, we will similarly take 5 to the power n common, because in both the terms, this term and this term, 5 to the power n is common. So we can take it out like this. 5 to the power n square bracket 3 multiplied by 5 to the power 3 plus 20 multiplied by 5. Okay. Now if you see, these two 5 to the power n is divided by 5 to the power n. So we can cancel them. Clear? So now it is very simple. You can simplify the terms. Okay, so 10 multiplied by 5 to the power 4. You can simplify it, plus 125 multiplied by 5 to the power 2. You can also simplify it. Let's just simplify them. So you can use a calculator for this if you do not know the 5 to the power 4. Okay, let's just use the calculator. Okay. So 5 to the power 4 is basically 5 to the power 4 is 625. Multiplied by 10 is 6250 plus let's just plus we have 5 to the power square, which is 25. 25 multiplied by 125 is 3125 divided by, you can do one more thing, okay? If you see, you can take you can simplify it, okay, like this. 10 multiplied by 5 to the power 4 plus, if you see, 125 is 5 to the power cube, right? So I can replace 125 by 5 to the power 3 multiplied by 5 to the power square, similarly divided by 3 multiplied by 5 to the power cube plus, and I can write instead of 20 I can write 4 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5, right? Because 4 multiplied by 5 is 20, right? So I can replace 20 with 4 multiplied by 5. Okay. Now I am writing the next step here, okay, on the top. So 10 multiplied by 5 to the power 4 plus, now you can add the powers. So 5 to the power 3 plus 2, 3 plus 2 is 5, so I can just write 5 here, divided by 3 multiplied by 5 to the power cube, it is as it is, plus 4 multiplied by, this is 5 multiplied by 5, so I can write 5 to the power square, because both are the same thing. 5 multiplied by 5 is 25 and 5 square is also 25. So I can just take, if on the numerator I can take 5 to the power 4 as common, because 5 to the power 4 is present here and it is also present here. Like I can split 5 to the power 5 into 5 to the power 4 multiplied by 5, right? So you can basically take these two things out, right, like this, because there are two terms. This is the first term, this is the second term, okay, separated by a positive sign. So you can take 5 to the power 4 as common, and you can write the rest of the thing. So 10 multiplied by 1 is 10, okay, so plus 5 divided by 3 okay, in the denominator you can also take what, 5 to the power square common, right? And you will be left with 3 multiplied by 5 plus, there is this plus sign here, okay, and 4, simple 4, okay. So this 5 to the power square, okay, so we can basically, what we can do, we can write 5 to the power 4 minus 2, because the bases are same, so we can subtract the exponents 4 and 2, 4 minus 2, so which is 2, okay, so I can just write 2. So 10 plus 5 is 15, you can write 15 divided by 3 multiplied by 5 is 15 plus 4, so it is 19, okay, so this is the thing, and we can simplify it, okay. So 3 multiplied by 5, you can say, we can also write it like this, because 15 is 3 multiplied by 5, and they all are being multiplied with each other. So 5 to the power square plus 1 is 5 cubed. 3 multiplied by 5 cubed divided by 19. So you can say this is your final answer, or you can further simplify it in your calculator. You have one, so it will be 375 divided by 19. Okay, so this is your final answer. Now there is a question number 5. In question number 5 there are two parts. Okay, the first one is very interesting. We have to find the value of x. Okay, let's just do it. The first question is this: 4 to the power x plus 2 to the power x minus 20 equals to 0. And like, if you guys found anything like you do not understand anything, you can ask me in the comments. I will definitely going to reply you. Okay, thank you. So 4 to the power x plus 2 to the power x minus 20 equals to 0. So first of all, if you see 4 to the power x, okay, okay, now like 4 is basically 2 to the power square, right? So I can replace 4 with 2 to the power square, okay? So I can write 2 to the power square, and there is a x in the power as well, plus 2x minus 20 equals to 0. So if you see, we can just multiply the powers. 2 multiplied by 2x plus 2 to the power 2x, and then 2 to the power x minus 20 equals to 0. So what I can do here, we will do the substitution, which is, let's say, take 2x equals to t. Okay, this is the thing. So you can substitute it. So first of all, when you substitute them, so let's say there is a 2 to the power 2x. Okay, 2 to the power 2x. So I can write this thing as 2 to the power x, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power x, and there is a whole power 2, right? Both are the same thing, right? Because 2 to the power x to the power square is basically 2 to the power 2x, right? Both are the same thing. So what you can do, you can, and we have substituted 2 to the power x equals to t, right? So I can write t, and there is a whole square. I have just replaced 2 to the power x by t, so t square. So here I can just instead of writing 2 to the power 2x, I can write t square. And similarly for 2 to the power x, we have t, so we can write t minus 20 equals to 0. Now when we apply the factors here, let's say we have t to the power square and 5t minus 4t minus 20 equals to 0. But why I have done this is because there is like 5t, positive 5t, negative 4t is basically positive t, right? They both are the same thing, right? And when you multiply 5 with 4, so you will get 20. And negative 20. 5 multiplied by negative 4 is negative 20. So this is how we will write 5t minus 4t. Both are the both equations are same. T square plus t is basically t square plus 5t minus 4t. If you simplify this, you will get again t, right? Okay. So we have done this in order to find these factors. Now we can write simply t. We can take in these two terms, we can take t as common. So we will be left with t plus 5 minus 4. We can, in these two things, we can take minus 4 common. Okay. Why we have taken minus 4 common? Because 20 is 4 multiplied by 5. So we have taken 4 as common, negative 4 as common. So negative 4, and we can write t plus 5. Yes, t plus 5, not t minus 5, right? This is because if you multiply them together, so you will get 40, negative 40, negative 20. You will get the same thing. Basically, when we take a negative sign common, okay, negative sign common, so we will switch or swap the signs, okay. The negative will become positive. So we have written the positive t plus positive 5 equals to 0. Now there are two terms here. So this is the first term, this is the second term. Now you can basically take t plus 5 as common, okay. So t plus 5, and you can write in this first term you are left with t, the parenthesis t, negative sign, negative, and in the second term you are just left with 4 equals to 0. So there are two terms, t plus 5, we can take t plus 5 equals to 0, and we also take t minus 4 equals to 0. So t equals to negative 5, t equals to positive 5. In this case, we will eliminate negative 5 because t is basically 2 to the power x. T is basically 2 to the power x. So I can replace t with 2 to the power x equals to negative 5. And if you see, 2 to the power x, for any value of x, 2 to the power x cannot be a negative number. If you substitute a negative value of x or a positive value of x, you can substitute 0, but you will never get a negative value. Which, if you see, there is a negative 5 here, okay, it means cannot be possible. 2 to the power x cannot be equals to a negative value. Okay, so we will eliminate this thing. Okay, we will not take t equals to negative 5, but here t equals to positive 4. Okay, so we will take this thing. So t equals to positive 4. If you see here, 2 to the power x equals to t, we can just replace t with 4, so we can write 2 to the power x equals to 4. Okay, similarly you can say 2 to the power x equals to 2 to the power 2, right? Because 2 to the power 2 is basically same as 4. And if you see, this is like a rule, whenever you have two terms on both sides, okay, so you can basically, when you have the exponents and the bases are same, if you see there is a 2 here and there is also a 2 here, bases are same, so you can take the powers equal to each other because there is an equal sign in between them. So you can say x equals to 2. So the value of x is 2. So this is the answer of question number 5, part A. Okay. Similarly, now we will do the part 2. Let's just write the part 2. Part 2 is 3 divided by 5 to the power whole cube multiplied by 3 to the power 5 to the whole power minus 6 equals to 3 to the power 5 to the whole power 2x. Okay, so this is the same as like both the bases are same, so you can take them just 1 3 to the power 5 and you can add the powers. So 3 plus minus 6. Okay, so 3 plus minus 6 is basically when my plus multiplied by negative sign, so you will get a negative sign, so you can just write 3 negative 6, right? 3 negative 6 is basically negative 3. Okay, and then I equal sign 3 to the power 5 to the power 2x minus 1. If you see here, this is same as the previous question, right? This thing. Both the sides are equal to each other and their bases are same. Okay, so you can take the exponents equal to each other. Negative 3 will be equals to 2x minus 1. So when you simplify this equation, so let's see what you will get. 3, like when you add, you have to find the value of x. Okay, so you have to isolate x. In order to isolate x, add positive 1 on both sides. Okay, so negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2 equals to this positive 1, negative 1, positive 1 will be cancelled. So negative 2 equals to 2x. Now in order to isolate x, just divide the terms by 2 on both sides. So this will be cancelled by this and there is just x here. Okay, so x is isolated. Okay, so you can just write x equal sign negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. So for the second question, the x value is negative 1. For the first question, x value is simply 2. Okay, these are the very simple questions. Part 6 is 4 multiplied by negative 3 multiplied by 4 to the power 5. If you see, this is the product rule, a to the power m multiplied by a to the power n equals to a m plus n, right? So just apply this rule, so you will get 4 negative 3 plus 5, right? So negative 3 plus 5 is positive 2, so you can write positive 2. 4 to the power 2 is 16, basically 4 multiplied by 4. Similarly for this 7th question, negative 2 plus 6, it will be a to the power positive 4. Similarly for question number 8, 12 to the power 4 divided by 12 to the power negative 4. Okay, this is very interesting. This is the quotient rule, okay, which says a to the power m divided by a to the power n equals to a to the power m minus n. So just pause this video and find the answer of this question, this thing. Simplify it. Okay. Are you getting this answer? 12 to the power 4, sorry, 12 to the power 0 equals to 1. Are you getting this answer? If you are getting this answer, then your answer is not correct, unfortunately. But the thing is, the correct answer will be 12 to the power 8, positive 8. How? We will see, okay? 12 to the power 4, this term, okay? And then this negative sign, this negative sign, okay? And n is negative 4, right? So we will write negative 4 here. So minus multiplied by minus is positive sign. So 12 to the power 4 plus 4. So it will be 12 to the power 8. So the question number 6 answer is 4 to the power square. This answer is 8 to the power 4. And 12 to the power 4 divided by 12 to the power negative 4 is 12 to the power positive 8. Okay. These are the answers. Now we will move to the question number 9. This is similar to the question number 8. I will leave this question to you, like you will going to solve it. Let's just wait for 10 seconds. Okay, now if you see, this is the question. Okay, so you can simplify it. Okay, first of all, 3 negative 3 multiplied by 7 to the power 3 to the whole square. Okay, if you see here, this is the negative, like 3 to the power negative 3. The exponent is negative. Okay, so whenever you have a negative exponent, let's say a to the power negative something, let's say m. So you can write this thing like this: 1 over m, take the reciprocal of a, which is 1 over a, and make the negative exponent as positive. So a to the power negative m will become 1 over a to the power positive m. So it means, let's say you have 3 to the power negative 3, so it will become 1 divided by 3 to the power positive 3. So this is the thing, okay? So I will just replace this thing 3 to the power negative 3, so I can write 1 divided by 3 to the power positive 3. Multiply by 7 to the power positive 3, and there is a whole square, okay? So 1 multiplied by 7 to the power 3 is basically 7 to the power 3. We can write 7 to the power 3 divided by 3 to the power 3 and whole square, okay? So 7 to the power 3 and 3 to the power also 3. So we can write this thing as 7 divided by 3 to the power 3, right? Because both numbers 7 and 3 both have the power of, both have a power of 3, right? So, and there is a whole power square, okay? So when there are two powers, so you can just multiply the powers. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, so we can write 7 divided by 3 to the whole power 6. So this can be our answer, okay? This can be our answer. We can write 7 divided by 3 to the whole square. We cannot simplify it further. You can take the powers, okay? But this can be our final answer. And the answer for 9, question number 9 is x to the power positive 2, right? If I am not wrong. Okay. Question number 11 is also very simple. Let me just write the answer of question number 11, which is 2019 to the power 2019. Okay. Okay. So this is the question number 12. Okay. So question number 12 is, if a to the power b divided by 3 equals to 8 and a multiplied by b equals to 18, then what is the variable of a? So we have to find the value of a, okay? So let's say you have a multiplied by b. So I can, let's say, if I just write a multiplied by b equals to 3 multiplied by 6, let's say, okay? I'm just making this expression as okay, let me just think about it first. A to the power b over 3 equals to 18. Okay, so let me just see. A to the power b divided by 3 equals to 8. So a will be 6 over a equals to 8. So a to the power 6 over a equals to, okay. There is a problem in this question. Let's just skip this question first, and then we will, like, if I get the answer of this, I will definitely going to tell you. But I think there is a problem in this question. Okay. Okay. So let's move to the next question, 13. So solve 1 over 3 divided by 3 to the power negative 2. This is also a very simple question, so I can leave it for you. Okay, let's just do question number 14. So question number 14 says 4 to the power 0 is basically just simplified. 4 to the power 0 is 1, right? Anything to the power 0 is 1. And 4 to the power negative 1 is basically divided 1 over 4, right? 1 over 4 to the power positive 1. So this is the thing, right? Multiply by 2 to the power square. Simplify it. So take the multiply take the LCM, so you will get 4 in the denominator. 4 plus 1 multiplied by 2 to the power is whole square. Okay, 2 to the power whole square is basically 4. So 4 and 2 to the power whole square will be cancelled, and 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5 your answer, final answer. Clear? Okay, let's just move to the question number 15. Okay, I will just do the question number 15. Question number 16 I will leave it on you. Okay, so let's say you have 7 to the power 5 multiplied by 7 to the power 12 equals to 7 to the power n multiplied by 7 to the power m multiplied by 7 to the power 4. Same product rule. Okay, m to the power m multiplied by a to the power n equals to a m multi m plus n, right? This is the product rule. So just apply this rule, so you will get 7 to the power 5 plus 12 equals to 7 to the power n plus m, and let's just write 7 to the power 4. Okay, I'm not adding 4 with n plus m because we have to find m plus n. Okay, m plus m. Okay, so divide both sides by 7 to the power 4. So this 7 to the power 4 will be cancelled by this 7 to the power 4. Okay, and here you will get 7 to the power 17 divided by 7 to the power 4 equals to 7 to the power m plus m. Okay, 7 to the power 17 divided by 7 to the power 4. So just apply the quotient rule, which says a to the power m divided by a to the power n equals to a to the power m minus n. Okay, so when you apply the quotient rule, so you will get 7 to the power 17 minus 4 equals to 7 to the power n plus m. Simplified, 7 to the power 13 equals to 7 to the power n plus m. So n plus m is basically equals to 13 because both sides are equal and their bases are also same, 7 7. Okay, so you can write n plus m equals to 13. So m plus m is 13, our answer. Okay, clear? So this is our answer. Okay, so let's just move to the question number 17. This is also a very interesting question. We have, if 2x minus y equals to 3, then find 4x divided by 2y. First of all, write 4 to the power x, 2 to the power y. We have to find this thing. So can I write 4 as 2 to the power square? Okay, and there is a whole x. Okay, so divide by 2 to the power y. I just replaced 4 with 2 to the power 2 because they both are the same thing. 4 equals to 2 to the power 2. We have discussed it previously as well. Okay, so when you have two powers, just multiply the powers. So 2 multiplied by x, so 2 to the power 2x divided by 2 to the power y. Okay, if you see here, you can apply the quotient rule here, right? The bases are same. 2 in the numerator, the base in the numerator is also 2, and in the denominator it is also 2. It is also 2. So you can just write a single 2 here, and you can write 2x. You can subtract the exponents, 2x minus y. So 4x to the divided by 2 to the power y, 4 to the power x divided by 2 to the power y is basically equals to 2 to the power 2x minus y. 2x minus y is given here, so it will be 2 to the power 2x minus y is 3, so we can write 3 here, 2 to the power 3. So the answer is 2 to the power 3. 2 to the power 3 is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. So 8 is our final answer. So basically 4 to the power x divided by 2 to the power y equals to 8. Final answer, okay? So we will going to do question number 18 is, if you see, you can just simplify this thing, right? So you will do it on your own. The question number 19 is also very simple. Okay, so we will move to the question number 20. 20 is also very simple, and I will leave it on you. You can just take the screenshot, or let's just wait for 10 seconds. Okay, so the correct answer for this 20, question number 20 is 2 to the power square. Okay, this is the correct answer. So and for the question number 21 is, the correct answer is negative 4 to the power negative 3. You can say negative 4, sorry, 1 divided by negative 4 to the whole cube. Okay, whole cube, or you can just write positive basically cube. Sorry, no, yes, whole cube. You can write whole cube, or you can say 1 divided by negative 4 to the power cube. Okay, both are the same thing. Okay, so this is your answer, if I am not wrong. Negative 4 to the power 5 divided by negative 4 to the power 8. 5 minus 8 is negative 3. Okay, good. So let's move to the 22. 22 is also very simple. Just add the power, so you will get the answers. A to the power 0, which is basically 1. 1 is the correct answer. Okay. Question number 23, question number 24, question number 25. Most of the questions are being repeated. Okay. We will, let's say, we will do question number 24. Okay, because 23 is also similar to the question number, let's say, question number 5 part A. Okay, so the thing is, like, take 2 to the power x equals to any variable, substitute it, find the factors, again substitute it, okay, and find the value of x. The thing is, question number 24. Okay, when you get the answer of this question number 23, so you can write in the comment box, comment section. I will going to tell you the right answer. Okay, thank you. So question number 24, we have 3 divided by 2 to the whole negative 1 plus negative 2 divided by 5 to the whole power negative 1. Okay, so this is our question. Okay, the thing is, the power is the negative power. Okay, whenever we have a negative power, so we take the reciprocal of the number and we make the negative power a positive 1. Okay, we make the negative power positive power. Okay, to a positive power. We convert the negative power to one positive power. So if you see, this is negative 1. Okay, so take the reciprocal. Reciprocal will be reciprocal of 3 divided by 2 will be 2 divided by 3, right? You can say 1 divided by 3 divided by 2. So it is basically equals to 2 divided by 3. So you can write 2 divided by 3 to the whole power positive 1. Basically anything to the power positive 1 is that thing. Okay, so you can just write 2 to the power 3. Plus similarly you have negative sign, and 5 to divide by 2 to the power positive 1. So this is the thing you will get. Yeah, now you can see that this is when you multiply the signs plus and negative, so you will get 2 divided by 3, negative 5 divided by 2, and you can see that you can take the LCM. So you can also do like multiply the denominators, so you will get 6. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. Cross multiply them. Okay, so 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. You can write here negative sign. 3 multiplied by 5 is 15, so you can write 15 here. So 4 minus 15 is negative 11, and in the denominator we have positive 6. So this is our negative 11 divided by positive 6. Final answer. Clear? Okay. So this will be our answer. Let's move to the question number 25. This is our final question. We have to simplify this thing. This question is similar to the previous question that we have done previously. If you see this question number 4, okay, this question we have done this. So let's just move to the question number 25. Okay. You can pause this video and you can find the answer of this, okay, and match my answer with your answer. And if I get the wrong answer, you can also tell me, okay. Okay, first of all we can write 16 multiplied by, we will first write the question, okay, 2 to the power n plus 1, negative 4 multiplied by 2 to the power n. Similarly, in this case you have to remove n, right, because we need to simplify it, so we will just remove it. So if you see, this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the first term in the denominator, this is the second term in the denominator. So if you see 16 multiplied by 2 to the power n, I can 2 to the power n plus 1, I can split 2 to the power n plus 1 into 2 to the power n multiply by 2 to the power 1, right? They both are the same thing because the power will be added, okay, n plus 1, okay. So it will be written as 2 to the power n multiplied by 2, right? Because 2 to the power 1 is 2. So we can write this thing, okay, in the first term, negative 4 multiplied by 2 to the power n. Similarly, in the denominator, just apply the same principle, break the powers like this, negative sign, and the second term, this 2 multiplied by 2 to the power n multiplied by 2 to the power 2. Okay. So let's just change the color. If you see 16, let's just write from here. Like if you see 2 is common here, like in these two terms, 2 to the power n is common. So we can take it outside the parenthesis. 2 to the power n, and we can write like everything that are left, okay. 16 multiplied by 2, negative sign, 4, okay, divided by 2 to the power n. Similarly, we have 16 and 2 which are left, 2 to the power 2, and then a negative sign, and then when we take 2 to the power n is common, so 2 and 2 to the power 2 are left, right? So we can write 2 multiplied by 2 to the power 2. Clear? So this 2 to the power n will be cancelled by this 2 to the power n. Okay. So now, if you see, we can write like 16 is what? 16 is basically 2 to the power 2 to the power what? 4, right? Because 2 to the multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 is 16. Okay, so 2 to the power 4 multiplied by 2, then a negative sign, 4. 4 we can write as 2 to the power 2, right? Divided by 2 to the power 4 multiply 2 to the power 2, right? And then negative sign, 2 multiplied by 2 to the power 2. Okay. Okay. So the thing is, we add the powers. Okay. Now just add the powers. So 2 to the power 4 multiplied by 2 is basically 2 to the power 5, right? 4 plus 1. Negative sign, 2 to the power square divided by 2 to the power. You can say 2 to the power. You can take, first of all, you can take 2 to the power square as common, because this and this are common in both the terms, right? So you can just write 2 to the power 2 outside, 2 to the power 4, negative sign, and 2. Okay, this 2. Okay. In the numerator, you can see in the numerator we also have this thing, 2 to the power 5 negative 2 to the power square divided by 2 to the power square to the power 4 negative 2. If you see, I can split 2 to the power 5 into 2 to the power 2, right? And multiply by 2 to the power 3. They both are the same thing. 2 to the power 5 is 2 to the power 2 multiplied by 2 to the power 3. If you see, in this term and in this term, 2 to the power 2 is common. So we can write it out like this: 2 to the power square, 2 to the power 3 minus 1 divided by 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 4 minus 2. So this will be cancelled, okay, and we will just left with 2 to the power 3 minus 1 divided by 2 to the power 4 minus 2. Okay, you can simplify it. 2 to the power 3 is 8. 2 to the power 3 minus, I am writing here, okay, on the left hand side. 2 to the power 3 is 8 minus 1 divided by 2 to the power 4 is 16 minus 2. So 8 minus 1 is 7. 16 minus 2 is 14. And 7 divided by 14 is 1 divided by 2. Because 7 multiplied by 1 is 7. 7 multiplied by 2 is 14. So 1/2 is the answer of this question. Yeah. I hope you have understand like all the questions and their solutions. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I will like write the review in the comments about the questions, how you think I have taught you. If there is anything I can add into these questions, you can recommend it. Okay, recommend me in the comments. I will definitely going to read your comments. Thank you so much for your time. Have a nice day. Bye. Allah Hafiz.